skin alabaster shining. I see her walking from a distance. Dust road, dirt plasters her white legs. They told us not to wear shorts. For 6 months I have covered my shoulders against, to protect. Blue sky, white woman arrives uncovered, unaware, shoulders beckoning solicitations, giving all Western women whispered label, whore. Little sons dance, water down dusty path, shoulders bare in defiance. I cannot allow myself the freedom to dress how I want. So European, so American, to arrive and not respect the culture. To be in her skin allows freedom, to defy all tradition or embrace it as her own. My thoughts swirl manically in my head, back in the motherland, and I am still not free. Voices of respect your elders, respect the culture. You are not an outsider here. You will finally belong. But I don't. Her womb carries the white skin, the right tone to shadow over darkness. I do envy her freedom, but she does not even know it's hers. How can she walk in this culture with bare legs? She is always safe. She walks easily. Danger. Every footstep a grave. For hundreds of years, Christians trekked thousands of miles, bearing Bibles and long-winded sleeves, choking Malian warriors with ties, strapping down Zulu breasts, uncinching waist beads to trade in the Americas for land, replacing them with girdles and full-length skirts. Hawaiian tongues cut out to pronounce hymns, high lace collars, hair unbraided into tangle heaps called nappy, unlocked and pressed, ironed, clamped, wrapped, hidden. Christians come in long lines with hard-heeled boots, kicking in doors, shoring knee-high woolen socks. Pants replace ceremony to manhood with submission. Shorts assimilate. In more modern warfare, Christians undress their enemy, promoting bare heads, free-flowing hair, breast liberation in bikinis, tattoos and appropriate native piercings. Even waist beads reemerge without ritual. Cut my scalp onto this cloth. Take my head wrap, dripping blood. Wrap it into your own. Wear my skin like you own it. Place these beads from my waist into your ears. Excavate my eggs and eat them on your plate as garnish. Palate your tongue with sugar from my clitoris. Garnish your wrist with the smallest bone of my left toe. Rest the air from my lungs into plastic bottle between your knuckles. Rest your fake hair on my chest. Here you can play the doll of your hatred housed in lockless doors with golden coins in locked chest. Sever the locks from my scalp and wrap them in a song you shout into the wind. Coin your winnings. In the key-locked vault, win the coinage of your sad, sad heart. I am nothing but the finger, thumb. You have taken my scalp and my spine, my voice and my mind. I have emptied all for you, and you have opened your greedy, greedy mouth. I am not black. I'm not even an ally. In my own skin, I am the enemy. Contextualized in this black versus white frame, I am a traitor. I evade margins and disappear. If one believes those pithy sayings that being silent is worse than the actual crime, or the Christian doctrine that thinking the thought is the same as doing it, then I am all 10 sins. I am first a murderer. I have slain myself in full and in part, denying life first to one half of myself and then the other. A covetous robber, I have taken the Lord God's name as a weapon to smite my enemy, especially when God wore blue jeans and eyes and walked in wolves' clothing inside my house to take what he wanted, including my body, which I gave willingly, a sacrifice for worship to him. The one sin for which I find absolution is a matter of semantics. For how can I have committed adultery without coveting my neighbors? But he was not a wife, just kept a passive, a possession. I have dishonored both mother and father, and that is a story I will live to tell. It is on this Lord's day, that I bear false witness. In writing these words, my prayer is to be absolved. I am a race traitor. When I was born, they would have called me black baby, but I traded that for beautiful baby girl. At some point, I became black and white baby, eventually passing for Hawaiian. I evolved to I don't give a fuck what you think teenager. Then beautiful long leg, long hair daredevil never says no to anything girl. In college, I was exotic girl from Hawaii, pretty for a black girl, not like the others, not really black or white girl. I became running by, flying by, running through. I became runner girl, stalker girl, barefoot, pantyless, snoring girl. I became girl who had seizures with black eyes, sleeping in class and through exams. I became what am I girl? What are you girl? Mixed up, mixed race, victim of rape, not survivor girl. I became yellow girl. I became wannabe white girl. I became passing girl poet. I became who are you? Eventually I became woman, mother, not so black as her daughter, abandoned, single. I became black woman. I became black woman in Africa, not black woman in Africa, Marungu in Africa, black teacher, not black enough teacher, not real black teacher. I became angry woman. I became angry black woman. Too much black, white, not enough black, white. I became dance, poet. I became poet teacher. I became forgive me, mother, forgive me, father. I became me, mother. I am becoming me. I am me. Let me be a sexy hiking boot mama. Tree trunk sturdy, stick shift flexible, trucking downtown to garner supplies. Shorts reveal sweat lines where secret sweets lie. Arms swing, brushing ample breast, milling about. Hoisting weight, wasting nothing. I want to lay you down in a bale of hay on sheet, wrap you in scent of farm love and feathers. Let me be your sexy, boot-wearing mama, a lover who can stand and lie, who can storm and shelter, who can rest your weary head on my chest or boot away your every fear. I love the smell of wild fennel, but I don't eat licorice. Black is for my tea, cream in my coffee. I like it sweet, but not from behind. I like to see and invite. Don't get me wrong, I like surprises. Not ecstasy in my drink or drugs in my candy bar. Come inside, it's not so bad. The barbed wire is there for a reason. Once through the ground is lush. A few little scratches make the wait a bit more exciting. Green of green, lush, hush, of trees' ancestors, hush. Smoky mountain path in misty range, miners hunting, hush. Black gold are we hunted, haunting us, hush. Rippling river, Tennessee, bounty movement, rush, hush. Bird shot, calling moonlight, morning thrush, mountain hush. I felt a rustling, breezing right by me, breathe, mouth tight, shush. Hunting, hunter, hunted, heard, whisper will Wind, hush. Freight train cuts silence. Sun glints on summer evening lake. Pink blossoms stretch upon expanding sky. We dip our naked toes in green depths of River Tennessee. Our laughter rolls with clunking tracks. Puff of clouds open onto Smoky Mountain Range. It's not an alligator, you say, eyes bright with sunshine. My heart receives a breakup text while river bathing. I sink into the murky depths. Heal me, mossy waters. Breaking through the surface, exhale. The train disappears in the distance. Things I cannot photograph. The road sign in Alcoa. My first glimpse of the Tennessee River. Fireflies in the evening. A McDonald's every mile. And 3 churches for every Mickey D's. The black, black night. The floating shirt I thought was an alligator. Bass as long as my arms doing a backflip. Sweaty crevices. Breezy relief. The hottest part of the day. Night sounds. Singing cicada. Throaty frogs. The coyote that devoured half the flock. Morning bird, swallow, mockingbird, thrush. Distant, departing train. For my father. You are king of outhouses. Yours with crescent moon, with joyous stepping stones. I can talk to red anthuriums, relaxed to scent of white ginger. But this forbidding outhouse here, on cliff downwards, dirty with crushed spider, on treacherous path. My father, how I miss you. Your strong arms, your twinkling blue eyes, the kindness of your regard when looking at me, your old typewriters, family photos on the dusty wall, ancient editions collected to sell, how I disregarded all your dreams. The arrogance of the young is not kind, but it's necessary. Those hot baths on the porch in the large metal tub, your hands that lifted large buckets of water to the wood stove, the bamboo forests of shoots, alfalfa sprouts, bursts of rain, the 12-volt bulb salvaged from a pickup truck taillight illuminated our nightly reading time. I love how you could still fix your truck and solar panels, even with dementia. I cherished painting the kitchen floor together, us painting, using the painting pole as a cane, taking your walker with the bicycle basket out to the tall grass to change the propane tanks. Oh, that you had to die illumined in a white room, mouth opening and closing, gasping silently like a fish hooked and waiting. Machine, our new lifeline, a cell phone screen, a mesh of wires. Let me remember you as you were, free, flowers in hand, stern, mover of rocks, free, cursing at progress, free. Thank you.